Hello out there to the world and my few people that I know that have responded to some of my more negative emails. I do appreciate your concerns, your calls, your emails, but as much as I appreciate them, there is very little that any of you can do for me other than if you wish to call and leave a message or send me an email. I'm probably not going to get on the phone with you and discuss any of this. I can touch a little bit on it on email, but choose not to. So it will be pretty much one-way communication through YouTube because I'm very comfortable with this. It doesn't take a lot of effort, and I think I still have some positive stories to tell using this venue. You know, Marty Freck back there in Philly, we go way back. We have lots of stories. And over the years, you've stayed in contact with me, and I appreciate it. And I guess I've learned in life now, it's not how much you stay in contact with somebody, but it's the quality of that contact. It's kind of like that with everything. You can't get quantity, take quality. Well, just wanted to reassure you, I did have a really bad week last week when for lack of a better term, my best friend comes over and threatens to kick my ass if I wasn't in a wheelchair and tell me that I deserved everything that's ever happened to me negative, and his wife tells me to, why don't you grow up? I would like to tell her, which I didn't say anything, but if I did ever grow up to whatever is the norm, I certainly wouldn't want it to be like her. 70 going on 150. I prefer to be 62 going on 18. I'm not suicidal. I have suicidal tendencies. I have suicidal tendencies on the rational side that someday I'm going to reach a very terrible end with my disease, and I have to decide if that's going to be an option for me. And like I've said before, when you are rational and you have these thoughts, they're very rational. They're not taken lightly. And you have to remember that in thinking rational about those things, you just don't know if you can do it, because life is precious. I have days moments when I wish it would all end. And quite frankly, if I die tomorrow, hey, I've lived a good life, I'm ready to go. But the rational things kick in. I got a cat to take care of that adores me, follows me around like a dog. I can't leave her. I got a house that has to be taken care of, and all the stuff of a lifetime of collecting has to be dealt with. And those are very, very important to me. I have stories still to tell. I probably have some music still to deal with. I have children in the neighborhood that adore me. And I'm not quite ready to do something so bad that it would devastate them. So I guess what I'm saying is there are still things important in my life that I would not want to harm. So as always, Gus is always looking out for the other guy, even though that's a trait that I would love to change, but it's right here. It's right here. I see somebody fall down on the ground, I go help. I don't care who it is. Somebody reaches out that they need a buck, I take care of them. I'm running out of bucks to give away, but you know, that's just the way I am. You can't change who you are. I mean, there's people in my neighborhood that oh Gus, why don't you get a haircut? Why don't you shave more often? Why don't you put your teeth in? Your lawn looks really good. They're very, very, very interested in the viewability of the world and the things that really don't make any difference. But how I am, how I'm getting along, the real things that hurt me here, that's not important. They would give me 30 seconds of their time as they go by the house and stop at the next house and spend an hour with my new nemesis. But it hurts, but they always have an answer for that. Oh, you just don't seem like you want to talk. You're down. There just seems to be a very lack of compassion and caring and conscience in this world. They beat you up over a bush growing in your garden and leave you lying on the ground when you're hurt, except for very few. As an example, and I know the wheelchair has a lot to do with it, whether they want to admit it or not, but in the last year and a half, I've been to breakfast with one neighbor, lunch, and that wasn't even a neighbor, and out to dinner once. So I've been invited out to the world 3 times with my neighbors in a year and a half. Not that I wasn't invited to a few of their outings, but I wasn't worth any more than going to their outings with them. And since none of the people that go to those outings have ever knocked on my front door since my wife died, they're not my friends. So in any case, I had a really good day yesterday. It was the first day in a week that I haven't been severely depressed. Whether it's my meds or just my inner strength. I got to count on this because my inner strength is what got me my education and got me through 62 years of life. So I've probably been dealing with these demons since I was a kid, and more about that later. But today, yesterday was a good day, and feel okay today. I got some kids coming over to help me pick up the house and do my cleaning for me. And I'll just get through the day. That's what I do, is I just get through the day. And kind words and calls and emails are fine, but remember, they're like a cigarette to me when you're on withdrawal. They help for the moment, but they just don't carry any further than that. And it still comes through what you can get in here, and of course what how your brain's working. And as Walter Cronkite, who I heard is gravely ill now, would say, and that's the way it is. Bye.